Viewers, we are in the tribute mode, we are in mourning mode, but the celebration as well. It's amazing how God can give us two feelings, hit your heart at the same time. We are here to look at the impact that Pastor CHILUBA, Pastor Moses CHILUBA, the founder of Healing Word Ministries International and visionary of Camnet TV, impacted our lives. And to help me go through some things, I have Professor Dynamite, I call him, Professor Dynamite Munkumba. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, Bishop. Thank you.
And Professor is also the elder of Healing Word, and he has a grace of administration. So in this program, some of the things you've been waiting for will be pronounced. And without further ado, therefore, I will ask Professor just to run us through when is the burial, when are we taking the remains of the gallant soldier to the final place of rest. And so I would like you, Professor, please to look into the camera and just notify the nation when will the remains of Pastor Moses CHILUBA be put to rest.
Thank you very much, Bishop, and greetings to all of you viewers. The last time I spoke on TV and I announced the passing of our beloved pastor, I did promise that we'll be giving you some updates. And the most important one, of course, is the date of the burial. Now, as of now, we have already set a date, and that will be this coming Saturday, 11th January 2025. That's when the burial is taking place. So Saturday, 11th January 2025. Now, in terms of congregation, the mourners will be gathering for a funeral service at Healing Word Ministries International, which is in Ibex Hill, opposite Hilltop Hospital, along Kablonga Road in Lusaka, Zambia. That's where the service will be, starting from 9:30 hours. 9:30 hours at Healing Word Ministries International in Ibex Hill. That's where the funeral service will take place. After the service, we will proceed to Memorial Park. That is Memorial Park. That's where the burial site has been designated. So please, we encourage all of you, as many as can make it, to come to Healing Word Ministries this coming Saturday, so we can escort the remains of our pastor to his resting site. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you so much. Just for to recap again, we just want to let you know that on the 7th of January 2025, between 22 hours and 23 hours, Pastor Moses CHILUBA answered the call of the Lord and was translated, or rather transferred into glory, which is the homegoing. He went to be with the Lord on that date. And because of that, we have the tribute in honor of his service to the Lord and his service to the community and society, and by and large, his service to the nation. Because the man loved this nation was on his heart. And I would like to ask Professor, how has been your relationship with him, the impact of his life upon you?
It is, thank you, Bishop. It's his humility. He was so down to earth. He was so simple, unassuming. You can just imagine that he never changed his title. He insisted, I am just pastor. He didn't even want to be referred to as senior pastor, just pastor. He was a connecting person. So it doesn't matter the age, the young ones, the old ones. Everybody felt so free to approach him. I think that's the impact that he has had on me. And we've been friends for a long, long time. When I was in East Africa, he used to come with his family on holidays. They would stay in our home. And so he was more than a pastor to me. He was also a friend. And the entire family are like family friends. I've seen the kids grow from when they were little. Their photos are all over our house from the time they were little. So the impact has been immense on our lives. And it's still registering that he's not here. He's preceded us and gone on to glory. But you know, Bishop, whenever he was preaching, it was rare that he would preach without calling me out during the service.
All right.
So it would be very almost weird to sit in the church and there's nobody calling me out. It would take a while to adapt that, okay, it's somebody else now preaching and they're not necessarily going to be calling me out. It was I just knew he would call me out. And on Sunday he called me, please read the scriptures. So I read all the scriptures as he was preaching. It's a kind of closeness. So I have learned that much humility from Pastor Chiluba.
And the humor?
Oh my goodness, I would just be laughing throughout the service. Yeah. It was natural, it was not contrived, it just came natural to him. I think he would just crack. And I'm very appreciative of jokes, so I would just burst out laughing. But he's making a message, and in your laughing,
communicating.
Absolutely, and you can't forget what he said because he would tie it into
scripture.
Absolutely, it's just not registered yet that he's not here, but we'll adapt. And as the Vice President said, it's not him who will come back to us, it's us
to join
who will go to him. Yes.
Well, he has run the race. That's the scripture we've been using, which has carried us through all this time since the homegoing of Pastor Moses Chiluba, which happened on the 7th of January 2025.
Correct.
And he preached on Sunday, I guess. Like you are saying.
Yeah, on Sunday I was supposed to.
And you couldn't see it?
No, I was supposed to preach on Sunday.
Right.
So we were agreed the entire week I prepared. But on Saturday, he said he might preach. On Sunday morning, he said, I'm okay, I'll preach. So he preached, and it was his last message.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
And even the way the message was, he did things he had never done before. The way the offering was collected, he said only one basket. We always use 3 baskets. He said just one basket. And then everybody gave like that. Then he said, next week we have Holy Communion. We haven't had it for a while. He said, we'll have it next week. Then he called people to the front to pray for them, those who are sick, and lay hands. He hadn't done that for a while. He did that too. And even the message was speaking a lot about being translated from darkness to light. And it's only now we look back that he was giving us pointers. He wouldn't have been aware himself, but you can tell now that he was giving pointers that, hey, I am leaving. With hindsight now you can tell that he had never done. Then he did that, and all of them are new things. Farewell. Even the preaching, he wasn't supposed to preach. I was supposed to preach, but he preached. And then he greeted all the visitors. He sat with so many people, talking to them, one group to another. He was saying goodbye.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, the gallant soldier has gone home to be with the Lord. So as we come to the close of this session of the tributes, again, just to emphasize that burial has been set, and I'll ask Professor just to run through again, and then we will come to a close. And if you're just joining us, we are live, Camnet TV, Lusaka, Zambia, and it's a special program where we are paying tribute to the ministry and life of Pastor Moses Chiluba, who went to be with the Lord on the 7th of January 2025. Professor, please just run us through on the next things that are to happen in as far as taking the remains and putting them to the final resting place.
Thank you, Bishop. So as I said earlier, the funeral will be this coming Saturday. The funeral service and the burial will be this coming Saturday, which is the 11th of January 2025. 11th of January, Saturday. That's the burial date. And it will be held at our church here at Healing Word Ministries International in Ibex Hill, opposite Hilltop Hospital, along Kabronga Road, from 9:30 in the morning on Saturday, 9:30. And then we'll proceed to Memorial Park for burial. Thank you.
Wonderful. So there you have it, viewers. The final day, or rather the burial, will take place Saturday, 11th of January, and will be held at Healing Word Ministries International. I want to sincerely thank you, Professor, for making time. You have been always there for Daddy Pastor Chiluba, and for the family. You have stood with us, and I continue countlessly to thank Camnet family who have stood with the Chiluba family, and also for Camnet and praying for the Healing Word for this time they are passing through such a difficult moment. We appreciate your prayers, we appreciate your contributions, we appreciate for your moral support, financial support, and every other way that you have helped us. We sincerely thank you. God himself will reward you openly. Well, thank you so much. God bless you. Until next time, shalom, shalom, and God richly bless you. Thank you.
Shalom,
Professor.
shalom.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, my pastor.
Yeah, thank you.